In this video I want to show you how you can record the fastest path from a video, from a replay, sorry, not from a video, from a replay. And for that I start here. In another video I have said already that to do that, to record a fastest lap path from the replay, the track has to be set in a special way, and it's the way how the waypoints have been created. It is very necessary to get the recording from a replay working properly, is that the first waypoint behind of the start finish line, which on this track, the way around, the first waypoint behind of the X finish object that on this track is exactly in the same position like the start finish line, has to be the waypoint number 0. So you can check that and go to the show height menu and show a waypoint index. There you can see the first one is the first one behind of the start finish line is waypoint 0. If that is not the case, I have a tool on my online tools website. With that you can move these waypoints so that this waypoint gets the number 1 and all other waypoints have changed their numbers accordingly to this one. So check that before you start to try to get the fastest pass from a replay. Okay. Yes. What you have to do is drive on the track as good as you can, and if you think one of the laps you have driven is a good one to be used as the fastest pass for the AI, leave the session and go to the replay menu, and I would suggest to rename the replay file to avoid that it gets overwritten accidentally. So yes, mark it and click rename and give it a name like track name AIW recording or something like that. I did rename my replay file Silverstone Net for National AIW recording. Okay, but before we can start with that, we have to edit the player JSON file, and it is the value disable resume in replay that by default is set to 0, and we set it to 1 and save the file. Then we enter the dev mode again. Go to the replay tab, select our replay and click on race here. Okay. Now we have to know which lab we want to use. And in my case it is lab number 9, because that was the fastest one. And the recording from a replay works in that way that you start the replay playing, let's say a half lap, other way around. The lap that I want to record is lap number 9. And so I let the replay start at around the half of the 8th lap, the lap before the lap I want to record, to have enough time to enter the AIW editor and click the record new fastest path to make all settings before the car in the replay crosses the start line. So I go back in the video to almost a half of lap 8. Then I click resume, and if the AIW editor doesn't appear, click Control and the key with the hashtag symbol. Okay, now go to the you can see my field of view has changed because I have defined that key also for that. But now go to the path submenu, select the fastest here and click record new fastest path, and then I have paused it with a space the space key. Hit again the space key that the AIW can finish the 8th lap and start recording the 9th lap. Now when we cross the Xfinish object, you can see in the AIW editor window that the recording has started. And you can see the new best time is very small, so we set fastest time now. Okay, you can see the new best time was recorded. It was the last lap from the replay, so let it go to the end. New best time is 46.6. So stop recording fastest now and save waypoints. Okay, now we leave the dev mode again. And edit the player JSON again and change the format set 1 to 0 again. And I also have to reset my field of view setting Okay, now we also can check the AIW file. You can see now here the defined path fastest has the new time, the 46.6. So now we load it. We now, because the recorded path will probably not be smooth at the usual positions, pit entry, pit exit, and start finish. So we check that. We enter the AIW editor. Go to the path submenu. Select the fastest as visible actionable path. And check how it looks. As you can see, there's a little offset here. So we do the usual method to smooth that. Mark some waypoints of the main waypoint path before and behind of the offset, and then in the menu click normalize curve to get it being smooth. And as described in the other video, you have to do that also at the pit exit and here it doesn't look so bad. We can quickly test it. We let the AI leave the garage pit lane and check how it joins the track, if there is a slowdown or something like that, or a strange movement. No, that looks good, looks soft. So we can check the pit-in connection. Yes, here you can see that the beginning of the line for the pit lane doesn't is not connected here to the passes, so you have to smoothen this as described in the other video. But that is how you can record the fastest lap from the replay.